Well, 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 well. It's that time again. Come out and talk to my friends. It's real talk, y'all. For real fathers and men. We're gonna make it happen, Captain. We're gonna sing a song. We're gonna make it last for 30 minutes long. Hey, looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. Yes, sir. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad within it. In me, y'all. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. Yes, sir, in conversation. Hey, we're gonna keep it adult, y'all. I know today Tuesday or Wednesday, or really I don't know what today. Yeah, today Tuesday. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep it adult. We had a lot of response for midlife crisis last week. So we're gonna stay down that same line because I think a lot of people is in relationships and they looking around and they trying to figure it out. What's right, what's wrong, who got the right rule and who got the wrong rules, what's grounds for dismissal, what's grounds to stay, what's worth fighting for, what's worth leaving. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you ask Big Easy, I ain't found nothing worth leaving yet. You know, because if you find somebody that you fit, that you comfortable with, then you can put up with all the BS they got because they putting up with all the BS you got. 9 times out of 10, it's harder for that joker to stay with you than it is for you to stay with them. And then you have to think about it, how many lonely nights you had before you got with that person. Yeah, look like everybody and they sister wants you now, dude. But hey, think about all the nights you left the club and it wasn't nobody. Think about that girl you done spent $100 on drinks on. I ain't never done nothing like that, but I know I done seen jokers do it. You done spent $100 on drinks with, and then another brother comes and creeping from the side, and you know, like LL said, I come and creeping from behind, and then you end up going home and you done spent your light bill money, and some other joker done took her home. I'm sorry, that's life. So, what do I find grounds to pack my grip and leave? That's why I say, when you get to that point when you start with, and I'm not going back on midlife crisis, but when you get to that point where you feel like, hey man, I'm the cat's meow, I got it, I can get any girl I want. Dude, why you ain't with Holly Berry now? You know, think about it. And Mom, you know, why you ain't with Denzel now? You know, now all of a sudden you got a guy that's done gave you the world for 3 or 4 years, and now all of a sudden you feel like you ain't that chick that spent many a Saturday night eating bonbons and ice cream. So hey, you got real and you got memory. That's how we do it. We do it real. So that's what we're gonna talk about today, this week. What's grounds for dismissal? Whenever somebody come and talk to me about their relationship, I don't know what makes me a relationship coach, a relationship expert, because in all reality, that's not me. Time don't make you an expert. I've been with the same woman for 31 years. Haven't really made me a novice, because that means I ain't been with 1,000. I ain't had 1,000 girls. So I can only tell you from my experience. But I'm a quick learner, and I observe things very well. Okay? But what I can tell you is a truck broke down that lane now. But what I can tell you, when people do ask me, tell people all the time, and people think I'm tripping. I said we put 99% of our effort into 1% of our relationship. That 1% is sex. We're adults. Let's talk about it. You put 1%. That's only if you add up all the time. I mean, even if you can say, well, hey, me and my girl, we have sex 7 nights a week, at least 3 hours a night. Okay, let's do the math then. 7 nights a week, that's 21 hours in a week. And then let's go 7 times 24 to that minus subtract. That's almost, I'm gonna just round it up. That's about 200 hours. So even if you was having sex 21 hours out the week, that's 10%, right? So I say 1% because what couple out there, they need to be in the hospital or somewhere, or they need to be on TV if they having sex 21 hours out the week, So that dog ain't gonna hunt, Let's say that they was only having sex an hour a day, every day, 365 days out of the year. Nah, you still ain't there, cub. You still ain't there. You still, if you did that 365 days out of the year, that's 365 hours. You still only looking at, 3 to 5%. So let's look at reality. Why do we put so much emphasis on something that when it was first, when I get to heaven, because that's where I'm planning on going, that's one thing I'm going to ask God. I'm going to be like, hey, God, I know you wanted us to reproduce and be fruitful and multiply, but why did you have to put so many emotions involved in it? Because we take, check this out, I'm going to give you an example. Your wife can take your credit card, right, and empty your bank account, right, after you done worked all week. I'm a truck driver. This is, when you talk to truck drivers out here on this radio, and then truck stops, they done been married 4 or 5 times. And the majority of them, they get divorced because they say their wife cheated on them. When was the last time you was home, cuz? Before she cheated on you. Man, I was gone for 3 months. Okay? Then I asked them this stupid question. How much did you make last year? The last year before you got divorced? Oh, $60,000, $70,000. How much of that $60,000 or $70,000 did you save? Man, my wife, she spent all that money. Well, how long you been a truck driver? Oh, 15 years. So every year you was averaging your minimum probably $40,000 a year. Yeah. And that $40,000 a year, you don't have a house, you living in a trailer. Ain't nothing wrong with living in a trailer. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, you living in a trailer, you barely getting by, you living from check to check, and you out here on the road, using your love savings card in order to eat off of, because of the simple fact you send your wife get your whole paycheck and she spend your whole paycheck. But you did this for 15 years. But then on the 15th year, you go home and you catch her cheating, and you're like, oh, that's it, you gotta go. Dude, are you serious? Are you serious right about now? What about the other 15 years that, she was supposed to be your better half, and supposed to be, wow, that joker, it's got to be on dope or dog for the way you drive. But anyhow, what about those 15 years prior to when she was supposed to have been there minding the store? What happened to that? That don't count? Oh no, I don't. No, that's different. What's different, dude? What's different? And And I'm not trying to get too explicit because, somebody told me being a Christian, I have a certain image I have to uphold. Okay, whatever, dude. But, they told me a long time ago, you can't mess with, you can't measure. So you mean to tell me that it's all right for, in a 15-year period, and even let's just round out to make the math easy, in a 10-year period, you done made over $500,000 and you ain't got nothing to show for it, and that don't make you leave a woman. That's not ground for divorce. But soon as she go out here and she just feel like, well, hey, you know what? I was out with my girls, we was drinking, one thing led to another, and I slipped up. Oh, that's ground for you. She never cheated on you in those 15 years. But she wasted every dime you ever made while you out here dealing with these yahoos on this road. And then you're gonna say, oh no, that's it. I can't believe it. Nah, dude, come on, y'all. That's what this is about, man. This is not just me sitting in this truck talking. This is about me sitting here trying to say, hey, look, let's look at things a different way. If you look at my Facebook page, my bio says hatred comes from not knowing comes from not asking, and not asking comes for being afraid of being told no. And so that's the cycle. So right now, only thing I want to do, I just want to pass it on to somebody. I want somebody to hear this, and I want some relationship to last a day longer, because we as people, the thing that's biblical, that man went and changed, the thing that's biblical is that we're sexual creatures. And that's the one thing that we all, I'm gonna tell you something, people that live longer and have healthier lives is people that have sex, and so because I respect my wife, I'm not one of these people, but I feel like if that's gonna make your relationship strong, if you got to go out here and cheat, I'm not one of them people that's gonna knock you. There's more things out here that I would leave my wife for besides her cheating on me. And there ain't no grounds for none of y'all cats to say, well, let me call Big E's wife. Nah, dude. That's you don't understand. We ain't gonna go there. But what I'm saying is other things out there that we in relationships, not and don't think I'm just beating up women. I'm just using women as an example because I'm a man, But and y'all see this every day. You got a cat out there that been with his baby mama, and that's something we use. That's the saying we use, baby mama. They've been with their baby mama for 10, 15 years, never married her, and then you look over those 10 or 15 years and by all means, if somebody say, oh yeah, he just talking about black guys. No, I'm talking about Hispanic, I'm talking about black, I'm talking about Chinese, I'm talking about white. Hey, you forgetting I was the first on it. I seen it. I done seen my female soldiers because I was transportation, and I was in a headquarters. So I done seen my female soldiers come in there after coming out of the field and then had to go home to some lazy joker ain't touched the house. Kids look like they had on the same clothes they had on when that joker left to go to the field. But no, he's faithful. I ain't gonna leave him first. So not that I tell somebody to leave their husband or their wife, but then soon when that joker can do that and follow that soldier, male or female, all around the world 1,000 times in 1,000 they follow them around the world, they continue to be a sorry individual that's not doing the basics that a husband or a wife's supposed to do. You know, and when I say the basics, that means that you take up, you got their back where they fail at, you should be successful at. So I'm not saying, oh, you're supposed to be doing the cooking and cleaning, and you're the guy, you're supposed to be going out to be the breadwinner. You know, if my wife made more money than me, then I'd be sitting at home taking care, because our babies is Zeke and Zach, our two poodles, you know. But now she take care of our babies, because all our babies is grown. So now our babies is Zeke and Zach, you know. And so she take care of them babies. You know, if them dogs got a cold, she take them to the vet. And some people like, oh man, that's just a dog. Y'all want to, we can discuss that, but they my dogs. You treat my dogs wrong, it's just like, not quite like treat my kids wrong, but it's close to that, you know. But, you know, my wife have no requirement to have Donna cook for me every day. My wife has no requirement to wash my clothes, you know, to stay up there. My wife, she know, and it's not a requirement, it's just things that she know that I need. She know that I need a person to talk to. She know that I love my dogs. She know that that I like to go places. So she scheduled trips for us. You know, she do all the coordination for our trips, because, you know, my wife knows that I'm on the road. You know, certain bills I take care of, certain bills she take care of. And I don't mean she go out and make the money to pay him. I mean, you know, I told her, like, hey, babe, I got you. You know, I make enough money for both of us. I just need you, hey, look, tell me what bills need to be paid, how much money you need, and that's how we do it. You know, it ain't my money or her money, it's our money. But it took time for us to get there, you know, and by all means, people who really know me know that my relationship is so far from perfect, you know, because I'm so far from perfect. But, you know, we work at it. It's a work in progress. And so that's why the number one thing that I want to address this first day is, you know, hey, we taking a little thing, letting a love, the smallest part of relationship, destroy that relationship. You'll find a poll on there. It'll be on there tomorrow, and I'm gonna put on there. Click on which thing that you think can destroy a relationship early, because and you'll be able to go to the Facebook and see. But I bet you dollars to donuts, it'll be sex, you know. But look at all the other things out there. You know, if I go into a relationship with a woman and she got kids, and I don't get along with her kids, that relationship should never get past the second date. You know, if I go to her house, if she introduced me to her kids, and, you know, Mr. Steve, you know, I'm not going against you because you're my boy, you're my pizzo. I met you before, but I know you don't remember me. But anyhow, I feel like this here. And I think Steve Harvey did say this, you know, waiting 30, 45 days, a year, whatever, to introduce your kids to somebody you get ready to be in a relationship with. Wrong answer. Wrong answer, yayo. That should be immediately. When you feel like you serious with that person and want to take it to the next level, me, and this, I'm going to contradict myself a little bit, I feel like if you feel comfortable enough, it's all right to sleep with a person on the first date, if you feel comfortable enough. But if you feel comfortable enough to share your body with that person, then you should feel comfortable enough the least do a drive-by with your kids. Because it's not all about whether or not this guy can fake the funkin' like your kids. Because your kid's going to be straight up with you. That mama, daddy, I don't like her, I don't like him. You know, if you got daughters and you're a dude, hey man, you got to have your daughters do a drive-by. I don't even care, man. I know this kind of underhanded. Even if you just have your daughters, if you got, I ain't talking about like if you got little kids. I mean, like if you got teenage daughters, you know, if she work at Bel Bears, have them go buy Bel Bears and buy a pair of stockings. Do people still wear stockings? Anyhow, go buy a pair of stockings. Just so even if they don't meet them formally, they can meet them informally. You know, because that person is not in your inner circle. And you may say, well, hey, Biggie, you being deceitful. No, I'm worrying about my inner circle. I don't care if this person is I'm being deceitful with them by not letting them know that that was my daughter that they just met. You know, because if my daughter come back and say, nah, Pop, nah, she ain't make the cut, then she ain't make the cut, cuz. You know, move on, next. You know, hey, I'm sorry, but, you know, I can't see you no more. You know, I just, you know, and then you can come out with them because you ain't gonna see them no more anyhow. Hey, my daughter met you, she don't like you. You know, I'm sorry, you know, we can't even have a friends with benefit relationship now because that leads to other things. And my kids is more important than anything. So that's the number one thing that we should be putting our emphasis on. The next thing, and people may think I'm wrong, but religion, dude. And now when I say your daughters, your sons, I'm talking about your whole family. That person got to pass the family test, the immediate family. So if you, like me and my brothers, now my brother next to me, we don't talk every week. We may talk once a month or once every other month. But Tim is not a talker. But you talking about somebody that's close to his brothers that need his approval, need their approval. You know, my brothers is important, and so if they important to you, then they should be important to whoever you get in a relationship with, because you know you got to treat every relationship. My mama told me something a long time ago. I think I was like 15. No, I had to be younger than that because she told all three of us at the same time. I was pretty much raised by my mother. And she said, don't ever sleep with a woman that you don't want her to be your wife. And the same thing with a guy, don't ever sleep with a man that you don't want to be your husband. Now, that goes against the way I think but I still use that as a basis for this. You know, if you got kids and you get ready to move it to the next level with some guy or some girl, you know, you find so many relationships that end because, you know, the sex is good, you know, finances is good, they good with the kids, but they don't get along with the people that means the most in that person's life. You know, I mean, if I was to get in a new relationship, if a woman didn't get along with my brothers and my mom, then I'm sorry. You know, Holly Berry, you know, if Holly Berry didn't get along with my mom and my brothers, Holly Berry be out like a sky painter. You know, but that's just that's the number one thing that when you look at that carries so much weight. We'd say that carries 25 to 30% weight. You know. Okay, let's move on. The next thing is religion. And even though nowadays people don't care about religion no more, people don't care about going to church, you know, we know we're living in the end of times, you know. But if you was to meet a person, I just seen a relationship that just ended, and the reason why it ended is because one person believed in God and another person didn't. So when I say religion, it's just beliefs, period. What are your beliefs? What are your strong things that you really will ride or die about? Don't say, well, I'll ride or die if he cheated on me. That's my belief. That's wrong. Nah, that's not a belief. That's immaturity. That's something that you just want to say, you know. But you look at your beliefs, that's like that you would die over, you know. And then those are the things that, you know, if you don't believe in God, don't go to church looking for a woman. If you don't believe in God, you know, you can't have a person that's a devoted Christian and say, I'm gonna convert them into and make them a Christian. You know? You have people, you know, that have alternative lifestyles. You know, people that swingers, polyamorous people, you know, they have alternative lifestyles. If that's something, that's a lifestyle. That's not something like people think that's a choice. That's a lifestyle. We'll talk about that in a different episode. That's a lifestyle. A lifestyle is something that they really believe in. You ain't gonna change that. And as that relationship gets stagnant, they're gonna go back to that comfort zone. So we're gonna continue this. Like I said, we're gonna keep it at 30 minutes. But this week we're gonna talk about the topic this week is make or break for relationships. And we talked about two of them today. We talked about sex. We talked about two mainly, sex and family. And we'll continue this topic the rest of this week. Like I said, tonight after this get posted, then I also put a survey on there, and I like to hear from you on what are your deal breakers, what things that'll make you pop smoke and say I want to do this. But hey, it's been real, it's been fun, but I gotta run. This your boy, Too Easy Unchained, Big Easy, Big E, whatever you want to call me, Barbara's baby boy, Teresa's Boo Boo Kitten, Teresa's Penny Lover, and Tara Mom Papa, and all my other grandbabies Papa, and my girls, they daddy, they Superman. But hey, we're gonna keep this going. Let's have fun with it. Please hit up the survey, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. When it's time to relax, one God stands clear. Day after day, it is real. Really easy. I'll be making up songs, man. Peace. I'm gone.